The shocking psychology of lies: how to tell if someone is lying. Have you ever wondered if someone is lying to you? It could be a friend, a coworker, or even a stranger. The shocking truth is, studies show the average person lies 2 to 3 times a day, and most of those lies are small ones. But some can change relationships, careers, or even lives. So how do you know if someone is lying? Let's dive into the psychology of deception. Why people lie. First, why do we lie at all? Psychologists say people lie for 3 main reasons: to protect themselves, to gain an advantage, or to protect someone else's feelings. Some lies are harmless, like saying "I'm fine" when you're not. But others can be dangerous, like hiding the truth about money or trust. The body gives it away. Here's the first shocking fact. The human body often reveals the lie even when the words don't. When someone lies, their brain works harder. They have to create a story, remember details, and hide the truth. This stress shows up in the body. Watch for these signs: fidgeting or restless movements, sudden stillness as if they're freezing, touching the face or covering the mouth, micro-expressions, tiny flashes of fear, anger, or guilt. These signals often last only half a second, but if you catch them, you might spot the truth, the voice of a lie. Now let's talk about the voice. When people lie, their pitch often goes slightly higher. They may speak faster, or suddenly slow down to buy time. Another clue? Too many details. Liars often over-explain to make their story sound real, or they avoid certain words altogether, like "I" or "me," to distance themselves. Famous psychology experiments. One of the most famous experiments on lying came from psychologist Paul Ekman. He studied micro-expressions, those lightning-fast facial movements we can't control. In one study, nurses were asked to lie about their feelings while watching disturbing videos. Even though they smiled and spoke calmly, their eyes and eyebrows betrayed their real emotions. Another study showed people's pupils dilate when lying because the brain is under pressure. But here's the twist. Here's the shocking part. Most people are terrible at detecting lies. Even police officers only guess right about 54% of the time. Barely better than chance. Why? Because liars mix truth with lies. They use confidence to cover deception. And our brains naturally want to trust. How to spot lies more accurately. So how can you get better at spotting lies? Here are practical tips. Look for clusters, not single signs. One fidget doesn't prove a lie, but multiple signs together raise suspicion. Establish a baseline. Notice how someone acts when they're relaxed and telling the truth. Then see how they change under pressure. Ask unexpected questions. Liars rehearse their stories. When you throw in a surprise question, they may stumble or contradict themselves. Listen, don't just look. Inconsistencies in the story often reveal more than body language. Final thoughts. So, can you always tell when someone is lying? No, liars can be very convincing. But by watching body language, listening to voice changes, and asking the right questions, you can dramatically increase your chances. The psychology of lies is shocking. But the truth is, your brain already knows more than you think. Call to action. Next time you feel someone might be lying, don't just hear their words. Watch their eyes, listen to their voice, and trust your instincts. If you found this video eye-opening, hit like, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more amazing psychology and brain facts.